Hey guys, so this is going to be my week 3 and 4 combo for NanoWrimo, and we'll get into why.
Stop chasing all the city lights. Breathe me in, go on and take your bite.
So hi, hello, I hope your NanoWrimo has gone a lot smoother than mine. I went into this challenge expecting little and hoping for a lot. So kind of like preparing for the worst, hoping for the best type of a situation. And I have managed to make it to the end of my novella. It is July 29th. I have 5,000 words left to write. And I am hoping between today and tomorrow to wrap it. I did not write it all last week, so this is kind of why week 3 and 4 are coming in together, because week 3 didn't happen at all. My son has started to teeth, so that has been fun, and he just ended his 4th leap, and also we're 4.5 months old, so the sleep regression is starting, I think, to set in a little bit. Not bad, but with the teething, it can get kind of intense. So my husband and I have been taking shifts, kind of watching out for him and, making sure he's comfortable and happy and cuddled and just made to feel like it's okay, even though your mouth hurts and it's alternating chewies, cold, frozen, warm, not warm, but like room temp, just regular chewies. He has a couple of his favorites, and he always goes back to his thumbs. So we've tried washcloths, everything. He just likes his fingers, I guess. So that has been pretty intense. Not because he's screaming or anything. He doesn't do any of that. It's just intense because your baby doesn't feel good. And I can't really get creative or focus when I know my son doesn't feel good. And if I hear him, I want to immediately be there and comfort him. So last week was one of those weeks. And I'm totally okay with it. Like I said, I went into Camp Nano, dipping my toes in, hoping for the best, and not really expecting much. And I got a lot more done than I thought I would. So I am hopefully going to be finishing up the last novella of my little trio, the Fancy Paw Society and Rescue, the Love and 9 Lives series. So I'm leaving the series open-ended with some new characters in case that I want to, with some characters that are free floating in there in case I want to continue, but for right now it's just a trio of novellas. Another big thing I've kind of come to the conclusion of is, and this could totally be subject to change, but based on personal reasons for our family, I am probably not going to be publishing next year because I have a super exciting project that I'm working on, that I need time and that I need focus and time to save money to do it properly. As you know, I have said multiple times in this channel, I am rebranding my Legend series. That is something that I want to continue and hopefully get done before the end of the year or the start of 2022. However, I also have a new series I need to get covered, but I need to rebrand and recover the Legend series first. That is like the utmost importance because those covers and that rebranding, the whole entire project that I'm working on hinges on that. So that is going to be the first step. I will say, I don't know if I'm going to recover the audiobooks. You can recover and rebrand and retitle ebooks and paperbacks. You just have to take the paperback down and put up a new paperback on KDP. But for Audible with ACX, you're locked in for 7 years, and every time you have to fix something with the audiobooks, you have to technically take it off. So it's not being sold, it's not being promoted, people can't buy it. So I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen right away or not. I have a lot to work on, but once this novella is done, which I'm going to start working on it now, if my son still wants to take a nap, he's napping right now. I'm super excited for this next project because I feel free. I feel freer than I have to write in a really long time and to write what I really, really am passionate about. And not that I'm not passionate about the contemporary, but I was pregnant when I started that little trio and I needed something fun and lighthearted and cute. And that's where it came from. But now that I'm, 19 weeks postpartum, almost 20, I'm getting back in the grind, getting back in shape, getting a somewhat of a groove down. I'm ready to go back to the more intensive world building, lore creation type content, and I'm really excited to bring it to you. I really had to think about what I wanted to work on next, whether it was going to be the Claymore project or a totally new endeavor. So what I have decided to do is I'm going to take the rest of the year, once I finish this trio, to work on bits and pieces of the Claymore project. I still have to wrap books 2 and 3, and then go through the entire process of editing those and sending them to beta readers and sending them to editors. So that will take up the majority of my time writing wise. However, I have also decided that I am just going to sit back and consume fantasy, contemporary fantasy, and paranormal books that I have really been wanting to read but haven't really had the time because the writing takes up that time. And I'm just going to consume authors and stories and sagas in the genre that I really am interested in writing in. I'm also going to go back and retake a few courses that I've taken over the last couple of years. I'm going to rejoin. I'm going to be going through Sarah Cannon's Publish and Thrive course again, which I will link down below. It's currently running right now as I speak, so maybe I will be able to hook on to the bandwagon there again because you have lifetime access as she updates everything, and it's fantastic. And I highly recommend people who want to learn about publishing and self-publishing, if you're totally new, take this course. This is the everything you need to know course about publishing and writing, and it's amazing. I have a self-study course that I bought a long time ago that came with a workbook and really great individual books on dialogue and setting and voice and verse and revisions and plot and structure and things like that. I have a couple of books that I have purchased about newsletters, marketing, business type things by David Gaughran and others, and a video course that I've signed up for that I haven't been able to take yet by David Gaughran. So I want to take those and really just immerse myself back in the craft and the business of writing so that when I launch this new project and this new endeavor, I do it properly, I do it right, because I've been in this business now for 6 years. I have not had the best success because it was my first series. And now that I know what is expected of me as an indie author, as a business person, I've had a lot of success in the audiobook world as an audio narrator, which I'm super grateful for. And I love my authors and I love reading stories and bringing them to life. But I really am passionate about writing, and that's been the constant in my life, has always been storytelling and writing ever since I was a kid. So I'm super excited about everything that's happening. It's a little bittersweet to think about lessons learned and, oh, you could have done this better. Oh, I wasted that year with that vanity publisher that totally duped me. But you learn and you grow and you become better for it. And as a writer, I believe you're never going to stop perfecting your craft. You're never going to stop pushing yourself to the next level of writing. I have a friend of mine who's an author, who's a very successful author, and she is currently working on a project that is blowing my mind. The amount of passion and heart and raw emotion she's able to pour into it, and the vivid description, and like it's a genre that I never would have expected her to write or want to write, but she is kicking ass. Like, I read it voraciously. I'm like, I need more. I need more of this, because this is some of the best writing I have read this year. And I'm super excited for her, because you can see where the link of passion and storytelling and growth all come together, especially when you've known somebody who's been writing with alongside of you for years now. Her and I have been together for we've known each other for 6 years now. I can't believe it's been that 6 or 7 years now. It's been that long. And we have watched each other grow in our writing, and we're both at different places in our lives. So something she's able to do that I'm not able to do right now. And it's totally fine. But watching each other grow has been so exciting. And I am ready, I feel, to take that next step and really elevate myself to better crafting, better words, better voice, stronger prose, better business model, holding myself to a higher standard than I have been in the past, because I'm ready to go all in. So that is what you can expect from me. I'm gonna go wrap hopefully this book sometime today or tomorrow. I'll probably insert clips of me writing and come back at the end of this and kind of slide my last little goodbye into there. But yeah, that is what I'm working on. What has been weighing heavily on my heart and on my mind this past third week of NanoWrimo, when I did not do any words. I did a lot of soul searching, a lot of praying, a lot of just sitting in silence and thinking about what I want for my career, where I want to go with my career. And it all comes back to basics. Build your house on a strong foundation and you will thrive. And I have half-assed it. So I have the know. I know how to build my house on a firm foundation, but I have kind of skid by on sand for now. So it's time to get serious. It's time to buckle down. It's time to practice what I preach, because I don't want to waste any more time. So I will see you guys, hopefully with my fingers flying. And hopefully I can write this last sex scene that is eluding me. So yay for sex scenes. So much fun. So I did not get all of my words that I needed done. I know, it's crazy. So I managed to get about 600-700 words the other day, which you saw me writing. And then my brain just short-circuited. So I have about 4,000 words left to write to hit my word count goal, or around the word count goal. And it's a love scene. So sometimes those scenes take a lot of focus for me. They're not my favorite scenes to write in the entire world, but I have to be in the mood or vibing in order to write those. So I'm going to turn on probably the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack here today and try to wrap that up. So yeah, did not win my own personally set goal for Camp Nano, but I did pretty well with it, so I'm not 100% upset. We have a teething baby, so a couple of days were pretty much spent just taking care of him and pain management and helping him to get comfortable. So we had a lot going on. So I'm not upset at myself. Things happen. I'm learning how to do work and how to write with a newborn, so not a newborn anymore, he's an infant. He's like a baby now. He's 2 weeks away from 5 months. It's crazy. It's gonna be 20 weeks tomorrow. So yeah, just a learning curve. And once I do get this book done though, it's gonna be celebration time because I have so many exciting things that I can't wait to work on. So from me to you guys, one love.